Good morning. Good morning. Today is Sunday, June the 22nd, 2025, here in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. You know what I mean, VERN? Well, the U.S. has officially entered the war against Iran with Israel. The United States launched 3 airstrikes on Iran last night sometime, yesterday. Boy, I tell you, y'all better fill up your vehicles with that there gasoline, because I could safely say that gasoline price will skyrocket due to those escalations in the fighting in the Middle East between Israel and Iran, especially now that the United States of America has joined in and launched 3 airstrikes against Iran yesterday. Now, this very well could lead to a third world war. Now, India had said if the United States joined Israel in their war against Iran, that India would use nuclear weapons. Let's pray that does not happen. It looks like India would be a strong ally of the United States of America. All the Indians living in the United States, all the people from India that has came over to the United States. There is multiple stores in Dalton, Georgia alone that is owned and ran by the Indians. Let's just hope that it doesn't come to that it does not lead to an all-out World War III. Good morning to everybody. If you have not already subscribed, please be sure to do so. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out all my content. Good morning and hello to you, Eileen, on myself. It's great to see you this morning. Check it out. They're flying that American flag proudly. Well, this morning we're just out here, out and about. Had breakfast up here at Providence Ministries. I stopped here under these crepe myrtle trees here at the Sunrise Market. It is one of the only places that has got some shade on it out here this morning. Just wanting to know what everybody thinks about the United States launching airstrikes against Iran. Good morning, Mr. Ponzi. And hello to you, Mr. Ponzi. I do believe this is the first time I've seen Mr. Ponzi on a live stream. I pray that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. Good morning, Big Boy Georgia. How you doing this morning? Yeah, you have to check it out. You have to check it out on a daily basis. YouTube is notorious about turning off notifications. Now, I have 9,338 subscribers, I think it was the last time I looked. Now, if all 9,000 something people received notifications that I was live, I would have at least 9,000 something people on the live stream. YouTube is notorious about turning off notifications, and they will even unsubscribe you from certain channels. Thank you, Mr. Ponzi, for that sub. No, EagleNick is really worried about the fact that the United States of America has joined with Israel in launching airstrikes against Iran, because it very well could lead up to the next world war. But everyone within the United States of America better be prepared. If you have the money to fill up your vehicle with gasoline, EagleNick says you better do it fast and you better do it early, because I can guarantee you them gas prices are going to skyrocket. They could go up as much as $2 or $3 a gallon, because of the conflict in the Middle East, now that the United States of America has joined in against the war against Iran with Israel. Good morning, Mr. Fred Hinkle. Very good morning to you, JD187. And hello to you, Basket Guy 23. Brother EagleNick is here to tell you, if you got the money to fill up your vehicle, you better get it full and do not do any unnecessary traveling. Make sure you conserve that fuel the best you can, because I'm here to tell you, it is not conspiracy. It is a fact that those gasoline prices are going to skyrocket. Now, the regular unleaded here at the Walmart neighborhood market in Dalton, Georgia, has went up around 25 cents a gallon in less than a week or two. The diesel has went up to $3.48 a gallon. It is up nearly 50 cents a gallon compared to what it was before this latest conflict started between Israel and Iran. Now that the United States of America has joined in the actual war and launched airstrikes against Iran, it is going to get nothing but worse. Good morning, CR Diesel. I hate to hear that, brother or sister, whichever the case may be, because that diesel is just outrageous. And I'm here to tell you, basket guy, you don't know what you're talking about. Check back with EagleNick when that gasoline and that diesel skyrockets, like I said, $2 or $3 a gallon. And then EagleNick will be glad to say, I told you so. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, I have been warning about what was happening all around the world before this conflict started, the latest conflict between Israel and Iran. Okay, brother. CR Diesel. Okay, brother. I hate to hear that, though, that's all you have is a diesel. Basket guy, you better be ready. You know what I mean, Vern? Don't let it catch you with your pants down. Good morning, jokester. Yes, sir, Mr. Ponzi. That is exactly what will end up happening. And it will not just affect our fuel prices. It will affect our grocery prices as well, because our groceries are transported by different types of vehicles that uses different types of fuel, whether it be gasoline or diesel. Yeah, now that is one thing I definitely agree with you there, big boy Georgia. Iran does not need a nuclear weapon. There are certain countries, and Iran is top among them, that should not ever be allowed to develop nuclear weapons. So where is everyone from? We're showing 38 people on the live stream. We only got 4 likes. Double tap your screen to give EagleNick Audits the like. Please be sure to subscribe if you have anything that you would like to say. If you would like to voice your opinion on what's going on in the world, be sure to hop onto that chat and say hello and let your opinion be heard. You know what I mean, Vern? South Tennessee. All right. Well, this here is Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world, located 40 miles south of Chattanooga, Tennessee. We are close to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, it surprised me to find out that India and Pakistan has nuclear weapons. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. I didn't realize as many nations has nuclear weapons as there actually is in the world today. That if most people realized what countries has nuclear weapons and other countries that are capable of obtaining those nuclear weapons, it would scare the hell out of them if they had half a brain. You cannot just sit back with your head buried in the sand saying, oh, it's not going to affect us, because I'm here to tell you it's going to affect us a lot more than you would ever believe. You have to realize that we get a lot of our stuff from other countries. The United States does not produce very much of its own products and services, or even food. Our food is coming from without of the United States. Hey, yo, EagleNick is grateful that all I have is a bicycle, that I do not drive a vehicle that uses gasoline, because it is going to get to where it's going to be real hard to afford to keep your vehicle filled up and to be able to buy groceries and to pay your rent or your power and water, whatever it is you have to pay. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Even though Iran has not been able to sell their gas and oil to the United States, they are a major supplier to other countries. And I don't believe we receive gas and oil from Iran. Now, we may have started receiving it again under the Biden administration, but I'm pretty sure the Trump administration ended that, if we was. We're showing 51 people on the live stream. We only got 7 likes. Be sure to double tap your screen. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. And please be sure to share my content. See if y'all can help old EagleNick get back into the algorithms I was in before my YouTube channel was so adversely affected. Now, before my YouTube channel took the last greatest hit when I was falsely and wrongfully convicted of criminal trespassing, I had to serve 2.5 months in jail. It really adversely affected my YouTube channel because I wasn't able to create new content every day. It screwed up my channel's history. Now, like I said, I was getting from 20 to 70-something thousand views per live stream. I was picking up from 25 to 100 new subscribers on every live stream. Good morning, Newfound Life today. How you doing, brother? Great to see you this morning. It is good to see the count up on the number of people on the live. We're up to 49 again. Good morning, Nicole B. CR Diesel, if you will leave me a comment on one of my shorts or videos, I will make sure to subscribe to your YouTube channel. I cannot get off the live stream to your channel. It will end the live stream to try to do it now. But if you will leave me a comment, I will be sure to subscribe to your channel. Good morning, Mr. Alan Davis. How you doing this morning, brother? Hope you're having a blessed day so far. Good morning, devil on my shoulder. How you doing this morning? Great to see you again, brother. Good morning, face in the window. We are live in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. Located 90 miles north of Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, face in the window. I appreciate you coming on to the live stream. Please be sure to subscribe and check out my YouTube channel. We was just having a meet and greet this morning where we're talking about the fact that the United States of America has joined with Israel and launched airstrikes on Iran. Now, I have not seen any of the news this morning if there's been any more airstrikes. Good morning, Dawn 420. Hope you're having a very blessed day. You know what I mean, Vern? It does feel like the early 2000s. Good morning, Juice Colored. How you doing, brother? anything and everything. Just check out my YouTube channel. I am a First Amendment auditor, but I am a constitutionalist. I believe in the United States Constitution. I believe in we the people, the red, white, and the blue. I believe that all of our government works for we the people. There is none of them exempt, whether they be in the city, the county, the state, or the federal government. All power and authority that they have originates with we the people, and it can be taken away by we the people. Good morning, Steve in Florida. Hope you're having a very blessed day. Mike Walker. Speak the truth, okay. Good morning, EagleNick. Audits. You know what I mean, VERN? Good morning, DJ Hendricks from West Tennessee. We are located in Dalton, Georgia. 40 miles from Chattanooga, Tennessee. We got somebody blowing there. They must be watching the live stream. I sure wish a bunch more of y'all would start double tapping that screen. We got 51 people with only 12 likes. Good morning, Deloniga. And hello back from Dalton, Georgia. The carpet capital of the world. You know what I mean, VERN? So what do y'all think about what's going on with Israel and Iran, especially now that the United States has joined in and launched airstrikes against Iran? Good morning, Daniel Fernandez in Argentina. Good morning, Seven Seals. And a very good morning to you, Billy Burns. Great to see you again this morning. Hope you're all having a very, very blessed day. We're starting out and getting underway. You know what I mean, VERN? Look, this dude thinks the store's open. Yes, sir. Speak the truth, okay. It is. It is not open yet. It does not open until 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings. They will be open at 9 a.m. Now, if you use a credit card, you can still get gasoline because their gas pumps still work with a credit card. Good morning, JJ. Yeah, I'm sitting right here on the curb over here by where they put in their gas, by their gas tanks. But these are my friends here that runs the Sunrise Market. So it wouldn't matter if they was here. They would not have a problem with me being out here live streaming. They're actually subscribers on my YouTube channel. Good morning, bearded drone. How you doing? How you doing? EagleNick. Audits. You know what I mean, Vern? We're live here in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. Okay, thank you, CR Diesel. I will be sure to check out your YouTube channel, brother. Thank you, JJ. You ain't lying there, brother. It's going to be extremely hot. That is why EagleNick stays over here in the shade around this crepe myrtle trees. Now, there's usually a lot of the Dalton Police Department officers travels up and down Walnut Avenue headed either east or west. So be sure to check out my YouTube channel and you can see a bunch of the interactions between me and the Dalton Police Department. Check out my audits at the United States Post Office, the Dalton Police Services Center, the Whitfield County Courthouse, and many other places here in Dalton. Hey, I heard that, Steve. Let's send old Gavin Newsom to Iran. You know what I mean, Vern? Let's load up a bunch of them Democrats and send them over there to Iran. The only thing about it is, if we did that, we would have new enemies because the Democrats are not for the American people. Good morning, West Lee. 29 Palms USMC. The United States Marine Corps. I would like to thank you for your service. We will all be praying for you. Hey, I'm telling you, everybody better be ready because we don't never know for sure when it could start at any time. A lot of people think that conflict in the Middle East is not really anything to worry about, but at any moment we could be in the midst of the Third World War. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm, beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. Straighten the curves, flatten the hills, someday the mountain might get them, but the law never will. I'm just making my way the only way I know how. And that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just a good old boy. Wouldn't change if I could. Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood. Yeehaw! Good morning, Mr. Mike Walker from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Everybody, please say a prayer for Fort Wayne, Indiana. The police are out of control all across the United States of America. We need to hold them accountable. United we stand, but divided we fall. You know what I mean, Vern? If we stand united, they cannot defeat us. But if we let them divide us the way they tried to do, we will surely be conquered. That is the whole reason they seek to keep us divided, is because we are so much easier to conquer if we are fighting amongst ourselves. Good morning, Kenneth. And a very good morning to you, Marvin Brando. Seeing a lot of new names in here. Y'all double tap your screen to give me a like, and please be sure to subscribe and share EagleNick's content. Help me get out into the algorithms a little better. See if we can't get us back up to where we once was. Boy, that is horrible. Mike Walker, 12 people killed by Fort Wayne, Indiana police so far this year. Double tap your screen. And you never did think that it ever would happen again in America, did you? You never did think that would ever get together again. Well, we damn sure fooled you. We're walking real loud and we're talking real proud again in America. And you never did think that it ever would happen again. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious spines. When an old friend I know stops by to say hello, will I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here you go again, asking where I've been. Can't you see these tears are real life crying? We can't go on together with suspicious minds. Thank you, Don 420. Good morning, John. Okay, Crow, you have a blessed day. Desperado. You been out riding fences. I guess old Chef Ben is headed out across town over there where he shouldn't be, but hey, gonna get out there and get himself in trouble, but victim of love, you're just a victim of love. Well, I could be wrong, but I'm not. No, I'm not. And Mama told me not to smoke it, but I did it anyway. And I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. Check out that funky looking vehicle, the colors on it. Boy, the colors. Am I on acid or what? Well, I don't know where Miss Sherry is. I seen her this morning up here at Providence Ministries. The last I saw her, she was headed back toward Greater Works of Dalton, riding her bicycle. She was actually in a pretty good mood this morning, so I didn't want to cause her to change her mood. Thank you so much, Mike Walker. Please be sure to share my content. Help EagleNick to reach a larger audience, to get back into the algorithms we were once in. Now, my YouTube channel has had phenomenal growth. At one point, I was getting 400 or 500 watch hours per day. Good morning. I am free. You know what I mean, Vern? It is good that we are. Now, we are here talking about the fact that the United States of America has launched airstrikes against Iran, joining with Israel. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so. Check out my YouTube channel and share as many of my shorts, videos, and live streams as you possibly can and or will. Here's another one. I don't see why they can't realize when they pull up to a store that it's dark that it is closed. They open at 9 a.m. I don't know what time it is. It ought to be getting close. I am in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world, 90 miles north of Atlanta, Georgia. We are directly across from the Walmart neighborhood market. where that there yo-yo, as I call it, y'all call it gasoline, but I call it yo-yo. It has went up to $2.83 a gallon. The diesel is up to $3.47 a gallon. And I was just trying to warn everybody that they better go out and fill up their tanks, because it just started yesterday sometime where we joined with Israel launching airstrikes against Iran. That will adversely affect our gasoline prices, our fuel prices, and it will cause them to skyrocket. Good morning, MB. Well, Billy Burns, they're running late this morning then. They ain't got here. I didn't know it was already that late. MB, EagleNick, audits. You know what I mean, Vern? We're live in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. And we are talking about the fact that the United States of America has launched airstrikes against Iran, joining with Israel. You watch, this guy's been pushing that button on that crosswalk over there for quite a good bit of time now. There's that old ugly Bronco. Boy, that's some ugly colors on the side of that Bronco. That is just downright fugly, if you ask me. Not ugly, it is fugly. Look at it. But that gentleman over here at that crosswalk trying to get across, he's going to play hell to ever get that light to change, because those crosswalks do not work properly. He will eventually have to just take a chance and walk on across, because he is not going to get no walk sign to come on across. You see that light cycled all the way back through. It is turned back green for the east and west traffic, and yet he is still standing over there. Good morning, Victoria. Victoria Montalvo. No, ma'am, my parents are not cousins. Thank you for that there inbred hillbilly redneck joke. Congratulations, you are the 1 millionth person to ask such stupid questions. You know what I mean, Vern? Hey, that is okay, though, but like I said, you're only about the 1 millionth person to say that. If you don't believe me, check out my YouTube channel. Check out all my shorts and videos. EagleNick, audits. I'm not like everybody else. We were all created equal in the eyes of the Creator, but we are not all the same. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, a lot of people have said that old EagleNick's accent is fake and that I fake it, but why in the hell would somebody want to sound like I do intentionally, unless that is the only way they know how to sound? Thank you, Billy Burns. No, we are not doing no giveaways of Amazon gift cards or anything else. We're not accepting any Amazon gift cards either, for that matter. EagleNick doesn't shop at Amazon. feel like I'm in the Back to the Future movie. That there Tesla Cybertruck, it just went by. Looks like the vehicle from Back to the Future, that DeLorean on steroids. Good morning, Beach Roasted. No, I may have mental illness, brother, but I am not a virgin. I actually happen to be married, but my wife is deceased. I still wear my wedding ring, even though my wife has been passed away for going on 7 years, because we are still married. Good morning, Edward Skull. I do not really know too much of Neil Diamond's songs. I don't really sing unless I get the urge, and let's get rocked. In the very beginning, God made the land. Then he made the water and creatures. Then he made man. He was born with a passion, love and hate. A restless spirit with a need for a mate. There was something missing, something lost. So he gave women his rib it cost. Good morning, Dookie. Everybody, please be careful. Don't step in that there dookie. You know what I mean, Vern? They might call it dookie, but it still smells like shit once you step in it. Thank you, Big Boy Georgia. Yeah, I love my wife. I miss her. It is coming up on 7 years since she passed away. Three days after the day she passed away will be our 19-year wedding anniversary. It'll be 7 years that she's been passed away, February the 19th. Good morning, J-Hog 2. I'm doing pretty good, brother. How about you? You know what I mean, Vern? Now, I can't figure out why my friend ain't got here and opened his store up yet. They're usually open by 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. Now, that could have a lot to do with the fact of what is going on right now in the world, with the fact that the United States of America has joined with Israel and launched airstrikes against Iran. I'm doing pretty good, J-Hog, too. How about yourself, brother? Hope you're doing all right. Thank you, big boy Georgia. Old Dookie found out the hard way, didn't he? Good morning, Tim Brockett. How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so. Well, my wife was overdosed on fentanyl by Hamilton Medical Center here in Dalton, Georgia. They gave her 200 micrograms of fentanyl in less than an hour, 50 micrograms at a time. The first 50 micrograms, they waited 6 minutes and gave her 50 more. Waited 30-something minutes and give her 50 more. Then 6 more minutes, they gave her the last 50. In less than an hour, they gave her 200 micrograms of fentanyl. She left the hospital after a inpatient procedure. She was back to the hospital in less than an hour from the time she left, overdosing on that fentanyl, and they let her die around there in the emergency room. She stopped breathing. They put her on a ventilator. Yet they never gave her Narcan. She laid up here at the Hamilton Medical Center in Dalton, Georgia, receiving severe brain damage from the fact of all of that fentanyl being in her system. And then they transported her to Erlanger Hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee. They had her accepted to Erlanger at 3 o'clock, yet they did not send her until 4 o'clock, and then they sent her by ambulance instead of sending her by life force. They never told Erlanger that they had gave her 200 micrograms of fentanyl, so they did not know at Erlanger that she had been overdosed on opioids. Good morning, Mr. Got Your Wife. Yes, sir, Mike Walker. They killed my wife. In fact, it was murder. They intentionally overdosed her on fentanyl because they was tired of her coming up there to the emergency room trying to obtain opioids. Now, my wife was addicted to opioids. The hospital knowed it. They had it in her history that she was addicted to methamphetamines, marijuana, benzos, and opioids. But they murdered my wife in 2019 at the Hamilton Medical Center here in Dalton, Georgia, overdosing her on fentanyl. Now, I did not find out about it until about 2 hours after she had passed away at Erlanger Health System, Erlanger Hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She passed away at around 7:30 on February the 19th of 2019. Now, I did not hear about it until around 9:30 p.m. My wife did not have me listed as an emergency contact. Otherwise, I would have been contacted by Hamilton Medical Center, and I'd have found out they overdosed her on fentanyl, and I would have made sure that she received the life-saving measure of being administered Narcan. That was another thing. It was a conspiracy. They did not even notify me because they knew that I would be on their ass about giving her that much fentanyl. Good morning, rock fan. EagleNick audits. You know what I mean, Vern? I'm from Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world, and I'm proud of it. You know what I mean, Vern? Will you just go and lay your hand on a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? Dalton, Georgia. Boy, that sun is starting to get a little bit bright over here. So we probably won't be on here too much longer. We done hit 1 hour. I'm coming up on 1 hour and 3 minutes. I can't stay out here too long. This damn old TCL 50 cell phone, it don't seem to stay charged up as good as that TCL 40 I had that got stole from me did. I really hate this doggone phone. I'm hoping to get a new one as soon as I can. Denver, Colorado. Well, you know what I mean, Vern? Hey, that sounds good to me there, Tim Brockett. Thank you so much, rock fan. Please be sure to subscribe and share my content. Now, I normally eat up here at Providence Ministries. EagleNick is not well to do. I do not draw any type of government benefits. I do not get any type of check. I do not get food stamps. I do not ask my government to support me. Now, we do have super thanks, super chat, and super stickers are available. I have my Cash App on my YouTube channel in the channel description. YouTube takes about 45% of whatever I get through super thanks, super chat, or super stickers. Anything that is sent directly to me via Cash App, I receive it all. Now, I do not ask people to use those supers, but I do remind people that they are active. I got a freaky old lady named Cocaine Katie who embroideries on my jeans. I got my poor old gray-haired daddy driving my limousine. Now it's all designed to blow our minds, but our minds won't really be blown like the blow that'll get you when you get your picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone, wanna see my picture on the cover. Gonna buy 5 copies for my mother. Wanna see my smiling face on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Good morning, George O'Grady. Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream, and thank you for that question. That is just how YouTube is, brother. They take a big old chunk. They take a big chunk out of what you get off those super thanks, super chat, or super stickers. And I actually received some money monetization for the ads that plays on my shorts, videos, and live streams. But I can guarantee you for every $1 that I make off those ads, YouTube is making $2. You know what I mean, Vern? I live on Lawson Avenue, down 41 Highway, just right up the road from Kelly's Restaurant off Threadmill Road. You turn on Threadmill, go up about 3/4 of a mile to the first road on your left, which is Lawson Avenue. But if you would let me know when you're going to be in the area, I can meet you somewhere. I'll meet you at the Hardy's or... Well, thank you, Mike Walker. I feel a lot better today. I'm trying to beat these here anxiety attacks and panic attacks I suffer through every day because of having my constitutional rights violated and being harassed and intimidated by the Dalton Police Department. I'm trying my level best to overcome it, to not let it adversely affect me. Now, I've been suffering through them panic attacks and anxiety attacks so bad that I've mostly been staying at home. There's been a few days it was hard for me to even get up out of the bed because I just had an impending, dreadful feeling that something bad was going to happen. But that is the truth. YouTube is just a platform for the creators to put their content on it. Now, I'm also on TikTok, Stephen Nicholson 34 on TikTok. I use Scoops and the Clapper app. The Clapper is sort of like TikTok. I have one video on Clapper that got over 107,000 views. Dalton Police Department. Well, I thought it was. I guess that was just a private vehicle. It sure didn't look like one of them Dalton PD vehicles. Oh, okay. Well, I sometimes sell aluminum cans to self-recycling. My TikTok is Stephen Nicholson 34. You can find me on Facebook under Stephen Nicholson. I'm just finding it hard to believe it's been an hour and coming up on an hour and 13 minutes, and I've yet seen the first Dalton Police Department officer ride by. And they're usually about 8 to 10 different police vehicles will ride by in an hour's time out here on Walnut Avenue. So I guess they are aware of where I'm at and they're avoiding this area. They seem to avoid the area I'm at when I'm on my live streams. But we are just about to hit, well, we just have hit an hour and 13 minutes. Now, when a live stream goes that long, it takes it forever and a day for it to process and upload. Yep, they're out there eating donuts somewhere. Of course, we got that Walmart neighborhood market over here. They're selling them fireworks, getting ready for the 4th of July. Now, I might try to go out and see if I can find a fireworks show, if I can defeat these panic attacks and anxiety attacks. I hope I won't be struggling too hard with them on the 4th of July. Good morning, Dragon Guy 129. You got that right, Vern. If I was over around that there Krispy Kreme donut shop, we might see every Dalton police officer they have on the force before the day was out. You know what I mean, Vern? They like them there donuts. Good morning. Call me Dookie6. We got old Dookie back in. Old Dookie done got a different name on there. He must have multiple YouTube channels. Well, call me Dookie. The Dalton Police Department violated my constitutional rights, and you damn right they will be sued in federal court when the time is right, after this is all over, said and done. Now, I will be off probation July the 18th. I have to report to that Georgia Probation Services Incorporated one more time on July the 3rd to pay that $55 a month probation fee, that blood money. They are blood money suckers for the city of Dalton, Georgia. I had my constitutional rights violated by the Dalton Police Department at the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia. Yeah, I have had my rights violated so many times by the Dalton Police Department under the Walnut Avenue Bridge, and multiple times when I was out exercising my First Amendment rights. I will be having lawsuits against the Dalton Police Department, the United States Post Office, the postmaster at the Dalton, Georgia United States Post Office, the state of Georgia, the district attorney of Whitfield County, and many, many others. Good morning, Walter Dennard. Good morning, time surfing alien. There is too many police officers all across the United States of America that does not understand the United States Constitution. They do not understand that all power in our government originates with we the people. George O'Grady, we are here off Walnut Avenue. This is the exit 333 in Dalton, Georgia. Alternate 52, Highway 52. '52 runs into Somerville, Georgia, and Ellijay, Georgia, over through Chatsworth. It is really hard for someone who does not have money to get a good lawyer. Now, if I had a good constitutional lawyer at the very beginning, I would have never even made it through arraignment. The charge would have been dropped against me, but I am not a well-to-do. I did not have the money to hire my own lawyer. I had to depend on a lying, cheating, corrupt public defender. I received the type of representation I thought I would receive from a crooked-ass public defender. Now, my public defender would not do what I asked her to do. I asked her at the start with to file a motion for discovery to find out where they illegally obtained my name to put on a trespass or a warrant, and then file a motion to suppress because they illegally obtained my name to do any of that, violating my Fourth Amendment rights. but she was inept and did not provide me with the adequate legal representation that I am entitled to. I did not get equal protection under the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. I was maliciously prosecuted and maliciously sentenced. But that will all be addressed in my lawsuits as well. Yes, sir, I'm here at the Sunrise Market, located at 105 Walnut Avenue in Dalton, Georgia, right here by Brahman's Plaza. I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so. Check out my YouTube channel. That's what made it even worse. Now, they tried EagleNick in the Superior Court, the state court, over a misdemeanor criminal trespassing charge. They brought in a judge that had been retired for 8 years to prosecute EagleNick because Judge Jack Partain loves to violate people's constitutional rights. He is crooked as the day is long. He is as crooked as the kangaroo court system here in Dalton, Georgia, Whitfield County. Now, on the day of my trial, the district attorney was crying to the judge saying that I was recording him and his family when in fact I was doing a live stream. The judge spoke ill to me. Good morning, Juggalasses. George O'Grady. Yep, that's about how it is, brother. Good morning, Malcolm G. Yes, sir. EagleNick. Audits. You know what I mean, Vern? We are still alive and kicking. They want to kill old EagleNick, but they've not been able to do it yet. They have caused me to suffer through some severe panic attacks and anxiety attacks. Good morning, Bryce M. No, I'm not having no coffee this morning. I'm fixing to head back down toward the south, back down toward the Eagle's Nest to give this live stream a chance to process and upload. I might have to get my phone on the charger before I kill it. I don't want to have a dead phone going home and not have no way to be able to record if I run into any of them corrupt police officers. Especially since I found out that former Dalton police officer Buffoon now works for the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. I still welcome Officer Buffoon if he would like to stop and have a chat with EagleNick Audits, he's welcome to do so, but he better remember what I said and don't be calling me out by my damn name, because I don't give a rat's ass if he works for the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department, the Georgia State Patrol, or for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Calling me out by my name, doxing me, is a violation of my Fourth Amendment rights, and he will be held accountable no matter where he is working or who he is working for, because he is still working for we the people. Good morning, piece of garbage. Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream. So you are in Athens, Georgia. Malcolm G. Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so. But it is starting to get severely hot out here. It is muggy as heck. Feel like I got a hot, wet blanket wrapped around me. The only thing that's saving me is this little bit of shade that's provided by these crepe myrtle trees right here. But there is no shade between here and my house. Hell, we're already at an hour and 27 minutes, so there ain't no need in being in a hurry, because it's going to take forever and a day for this thing to process and upload, so I guess I'm here to stay for a little bit. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, I try to do a live stream every single day if I'm able to. If I can defeat those panic attacks and anxiety attacks, I try to get out here every single day. Now, I will be doing a live stream again somewhere today. I don't know where I'll be at, but I will definitely be trying to do. Look, here's one of my crow buddies. There was one of my crow buddies flying around. There's actually 2 or 3 of them flying around over there. They're keeping an eye out for me to let me know if any of them doggone Dalton police officers is parked anywhere. Walter Dennard. I was arrested on April the 18th of 2024. They won't arrest me again, Walter Dennard, because they do not have the damn nerve or the backbone to make that same mistake twice. You know what I mean, Vern? I hate to hear that, piece of garbage. I hope you're all right, brother. I wish there was some way that we would be able to help you out. I know you said you're living in a tent now. I pray that everything will change for the better for you, brother. Oh, yes, sir. Boy, I hated it, I tell you. Now, if y'all would check out Northwoods Press, I've subscribed to the Northwoods Press YouTube channel. You can see content where Northwoods Press was calling me on video calls. Be sure to check out all my subscriptions. Make sure to check out Northwoods Press, and you can see some content with me from inside the Whitfield County Detention Center. Now, I tell you, about every single day while I was serving that 5 months, I only had to serve 2.5 months because I got credit 2 for 1 because it was considered county time. But about every single day, they was one of the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officers that would come through. They knowed my YouTube channel, and they called me by EagleNick. Now, I actually signed one of my commissary store orders with EagleNick on it as well. But it just amazes me that they ain't been no Dalton City police officers ride by. I guess they just do not have the nerve or the backbone to come through this area because they know I'm here. You know what I mean, Vern? The truth hurts. You know, I don't try to instigate trouble. It just seems to find me. Well, I'm here to tell you this. If I wasn't out here holding them accountable, if I had not been exposing former Dalton police officer Leslie Allen O'Neill, who disgraced badge number 614 with the Dalton Police Department, he might still be on the force violating people's rights. It really helped to seal the deal when he violated that 19-year-old college student's rights. Even though she was in the country illegally, it was an unlawful stop. It made it an illegal detention. It amounted to kidnapping and false imprisonment. He committed perjury by making false statements. Good morning, Tom Williams. EagleNick. Oh, this, you know what I mean, Vern. You damn right I'm mad. I'm mad and I'm sick and tired of us having our constitutional rights violated by ignorant police officers. by ignorant public servants who forgets that they work for we the people. We do not work for them. Even though their salaries comes out of our tax dollars, that does not mean we are out here working just to pay their damn salaries to have our rights violated. They took an oath where they swore to protect and serve the Constitution of the United States of America and to protect and serve the citizens where they work. You see that lady there, she didn't wait on that light. She just stood there all day pushing that damn button because that light does not change. Hopefully she won't say anything if that's who I think it is. He's flying his flag on the back of his motorcycle. Nope. Nope, that is not Miss Sherry. Good morning, Thomas Honeycutt. How you doing, brother? Nope, actually, that lady there is a little bit worse than Cherry. Hopefully, she won't say anything. Crackosaurus. I don't know where Miss Sherry's at. I seen her out on her bicycle earlier, and she was headed toward Greater Works of Dalton, so I don't know where she would be at now. But it is starting to get unbearably hot out here. So I guess we're going to get ready to go ahead and end the live stream, and I'm going to head on down toward the south. I'd like to thank you all for coming on to the live stream. Double tap your screen to give a like if you have not already done so. Please be sure to subscribe and check out my YouTube channel. Check out all my content. It's been a good while now since I've had anything to drink, so I might have to haul. I might have to head to the house so I can get me a bottle of water out of the refrigerator. You too as well. Piece of garbage. You have a blessed day, brother. I hope you get warmed up. Now we're fixing to hit a real dry spell here. I'm sure it probably won't rain very much more the next month or so. So this heat will get a lot worse here in Dalton, Georgia. Take care of yourselves. Good morning, Wilco, Roger that. You know what I mean, Vern? Where you been, brother? I ain't seen you in a long time. Got a cool breeze blowing up and under here anyway. It's still shady, but it's still mighty daggum hot. Now, I'm glad that old girl left from over there. Now, she sabotaged my bicycle at one time. I hope she didn't bother it this time when I wasn't looking over that way. That girl there, she's crazier than Miss Sherry ever thought about being. You know what I mean, Vern? She is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Good morning, Arcadia. How you doing? Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not already. Be sure to double tap your screen to give that like. We're almost up to 50 likes. We need one more and we'll be at 50 likes. I wish I had me a cold bottle of water. I could just sit right here a little bit longer, but just getting too hot out here without anything to drink. It's been well over an hour. Well, I've been on here for an hour and coming up on 1 hour and 44 minutes. So it's been over that long since I've had anything to drink. It doesn't take long out here in this heat to get dehydrated, and I don't want that. It would be nice if we could get that one more like and get it up to 50. I really appreciate everyone for coming on to the live stream. I pray that you all have a very blessed day. But like I was saying, if you haven't already filled up your vehicle with gasoline or diesel, whichever you may have to use, I would advise you hurry up and do that before the prices skyrockets, since the United States has entered the war with Israel against Iran with those airstrikes. Lord, I don't really even know what the temperature is out here right now. I'd say it's in the high 80s. But the humidity is real high. It is real humid. You can Google what the temperature is in Dalton, Georgia, and find out. I don't know for sure, but I know it's hotter than heck. All right, we have hit 50 likes. Thank you so much for that last like. We just hit 1 hour and 46 minutes. But I guess we're going to go ahead and end the live stream, and I'm going to head on back toward the Eagle's Nest. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. United we stand, but divided we fall. EagleNick. Audits. Peace and bacon grease. You know what I mean, Vern? I am EagleNick. And I'm out.